welcome to my channel, which is all about helping you and your pet live the best life together possible. We talk about behavior, training, and creating a life of health, balance, and joy for your pet. Today we will be talking about common behaviors that dogs display that can be misinterpreted because they have multiple meanings. The first behavior that I will be talking about is tail wagging. So we all know that a dog often wags their tail when they are happy or excited, but tail wagging can also mean different things depending on where the dog is holding their tail and how fast their tail is wagging. So the wag that we all think about is a really big wag, and often the dog's hips are involved. This is a happy, excited wag, and this is often a wag that your dog will give you when greeting you at the door after you have been out. If the tail wag is a slight, small wag, this usually occurs during greetings where the dog doesn't know the person as well and isn't as excited to see them. It's kind of a, hello, I'm here. If the tail wag is a slow wag and it is also low instead of high or neutral position, the dog is feeling a lot less social. If that slow wag is held low to the ground, it is a sign of submission, and if that slow wag is held high, it is a sign of dominance. So a tail wag that is very small and very fast usually means that the dog is going to take some action, is going to do something, either run or fight or play. So a very fast and small wag means some action is going to happen. The second behavior that I will be talking about is growling. So there are different meanings for different types of growls. A growl can be used during play, which sometimes is misinterpreted as aggression. Yes, dogs do growl when they are aggressive, but if they are growling during play, it is often just part of play. A growl can also mean that the dog is scared or the dog is being defensive. So it's important to look at the activity that your dog is doing and other body cues that the dog is giving, such as their ears or their tail. The third behavior that I will be talking about is smiling. Dogs often display this open mouth, toothy grin when they are playing, running, prancing, or playing ball, doing something that they really enjoy. This is just a happy, it's actually a smile. Your dog's just smiling and enjoying and being happy. But smiles can also mean something else. There are smiles that aren't happy smiles. There is a submissive grin. This is when the dog lifts the upper lips and shows just the front teeth and the mouth still stays closed. This is often accompanied by a snarl, so this is a submissive grin. A smile can also be a sign of aggression. So an aggressive smile is a smile where the dog's lips are pulled up and back and the front teeth are showing. This kind of smile usually happens before a dog bites. There's also a closed mouth restrained grin. This happens when a dog is feeling stressed or uncomfortable. So again, it's important to look at the other body clues and signals and the activity that the dog is doing to understand what each grin means. The fourth behavior that I will be talking about is flattened ears. If a dog flattens their ears against the head, it could mean three possible things. The first thing that it could mean is uneasiness. If your dog has their ears pulled back and flattened on their head, they could be uneasy. If they are licking their lips and have their tail tucked low or curled underneath their body. The second thing that flattened ears could mean when the ears are pinned straight back. If your dog is also showing teeth, a wagging tail held up high, this can mean aggression. If the ears are held back and the expression on your dog's face is very soft and gentle, this usually just means comfort. This usually happens when you are stroking your dog, petting your dog, relaxing with your dog. Your dog will hold their ears back. So those are three very different meanings for having... Hi, Penny. So those are three very different meanings for having ears flattened. The fifth behavior that I will be talking about is eye contact. So dogs do not like to make eye contact. If they make eye contact, it is usually a sign of aggression. However, dogs will make eye contact when they are trying to communicate something with someone they trust. So I'm sure all us dog owners have realized when our dog makes eye contact with us, our dog is maybe saying we have to be let outside, or we want to go for a walk, or we want to do something, or something is going on that we should be aware about. But if our dog is making eye contact with someone that they don't trust, that they don't know, or another dog or another animal, these are signs of aggression. So again, take a look at the situation and the other body cues that your dog is giving you. The sixth behavior that I'll be talking about is panting. We all know that it means our dog is trying to cool down, but if your dog is panting when your dog hasn't been running around, hasn't been playing, or when it isn't hot, then panting is probably communicating that your dog is feeling very stressed. If your dog is panting because of stress, take a look around the environment and see if you can remove the stress for your dog. The seventh behavior that I will be talking about is yawning. Yawning can mean different things. It can mean that your dog is tired. It can also mean that your dog is anxious, confused, or stressed. It can also mean that your dog is in anticipation of something exciting happening, like a walk or a car ride. So again, it's important to look at the other cues that your dog is giving and the activity or the situation that is happening around your dog. Yawning can also be a calming signal that a dog will give another dog to let that dog know that you're okay. Finally, the eighth behavior that I'll be talking about is lip licking. Lip licking can also be used as a calming signal, just the same as yawning, so it's showing other dogs that they mean no harm. So if your dog licks his lips or yawns around another dog, your dog's just communicating that your dog is not a threat. But lip licking can also mean fear, nervousness, or stress. So it's very similar to yawning. So it's important to look at the situation and also your other cues from your dog's body language, your dog's tail and your dog's ears and your dog's eyes. I hope you learned something, and I hope that you were able to strengthen your bond with your dog and understand your dog a little bit better. Be sure to like and subscribe if you would like to see similar videos, and if you would like to improve the relationship between you and your dog. Thanks for watching.